about to get ready to go out for a little bit. Just be aware, be alert. Just realize that when people are trying to pull apart one person, use this because they don't want the rest of the world to know how great that person really is. Um, they look for a flaw. I'm trying to place that person into that category. One flaw, they look for one flaw. Isaac Newton was a genius. He messed up on one math problem or something like that, and they blamed him, or they tried to say he was crazy. But he was a genius. They talked about Jesus. I don't worry about what people really say about me. I don't. I want people to know the truth. Uh, or even on some of my paperwork, like I say, that paper, even when it came to me starting my business, somebody else, I have a lady she's been doing all my paperwork for me since I was 19. She helped me get my business up and running. So any misspell or imprint on that, she did that for her computer. Most of the time I was out working. Like I say, even it's a lot of stuff that I've been through that people are unaware of. Like I say, people thought that I had it made because they seen me drive cars. But most of the time, those cars that I was driving, that people so-called said they gave me, I was making payments on them. I was making the payments on them with my own money. Even when it came out to the vehicle my father gave me, he wanted some type of, he put rules and regulations on it. So I necessarily didn't want anything from him because he wanted to try to control it. That's been his thing his whole life. He's tried to be a leader, so-called dictator, but didn't know how to really be a father because they won't talk to. He didn't have his father in his life. There's a big difference in being a father and actually being a dad. There's a big difference. And there's also a big difference on being a provider and being a protector. Fathers need to spend more time protecting their children, and the resources are going to be available no matter what. It's a praying time. And when it comes down to people buying a bunch of properties that are trying to get invested into real estate, that is a scam. They're tricking people and they're trying to have some type of leverage over another person by trying to keep them as their tenant. Try to keep a bunch of tenants. They're almost trying to play the role of a slave master, literally. So I feel like blacks have they become invested into a bunch of real estate property and try to instead of passing a blessing along to another individual and allow them to grow from there, they set them up for failure. They set them up for failure by doing so. That's why the world is somewhat in the shape that it's in. And that Section 8 problem, that stuff right there, like, man, even when it came out of my situation, I was a single father. I didn't qualify for any of that assistance that I should have, but they didn't give it to me because they said I made too much. They gave me food stamps towards the end when my mother was real sick because I had to move back up there and take care of her. And I had to pay, that was done. I haven't had food stamps since 2022, but I needed that money because my mother had cancer, and I was preparing her meals 3 or 4 times a day, sometimes 5 times a day because the chemo kept changing her appetite. I had to do a lot. So now I'm about to be 40 this year. It's my time to be able to take care of myself and focus on me and my son. He comes first. I put God first, my son, then me, then my business. Everything else will fall in place. Even when it comes down to dating, these females out here, they look good, but their mind are not right. So and they don't know how to see when a person trying to be nice to them and actually trying to change their life for the better or take care of them or show them real love because they're so used to being misused. And it's sad. But anyway, that's it for today. I got other things to work on and focus on. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged. Get into your word, feed your spirit, medicine, feed your natural.